What's up, man? It's Kuda Buggin, man. Cold hard facts representative. Just sitting here thinking like, yo, 5 years, man, that's a long time. But it was a quick 5 years, man. I just want to take time to say what the podcast means to me, what I've learned. I've learned this podcast has taught me how to be outspoken. It's taught me to never be afraid to be yourself. It's taught me that, everybody's opinions counts. Everybody's not going to have the same opinion as you. But it's okay to have discussions, It's okay to agree to disagree sometimes. This podcast taught me a lot about, taught me a lot about having conversations with different people with different backgrounds, man. This podcast, man, it can't help but to continue to grow, I just want to give thanks to my cousin DNA, my brother, man. This was all his idea. I just want us to continue to do this, continue to make this grow. I just don't want to, I just want to continue to do my best to make this podcast be the best it could be, man. I don't want to let my brothers down, man. Shout out my nigga John, man. My brother. I met him through DNA. They've been friends for a long time. They've been cool for a long time. So it's only right that, join the brotherhood, I want to shout out to Martin Madness, man. That's been my man's, yo. That's been my brother since day one, yo. Man, I appreciate him, man. I appreciate him so much from the first time he got on the show. First time he was a guest on the show, man. It was natural, man. He was natural with it. He was rocking it, man. I remember when that man, his rap name was Mars. Now it's Martin Madness, man. It's been a blessing, man. This podcast has been a blessing. This podcast has been around through so much change for me, I went from being single to now I got a fiance. I went from having no kids, now I got 2 kids. This podcast has not only grown, but it has watched me grow. It helps me grow, It keeps me motivated. This podcast this Cold Hard Facts podcast, man, keeps me motivated to keep going. It let me know that I got something to really work for, that I'm a part of owning. It's four of us, man. And then like 4 quarters make a dollar, man. We all need each other, man. We all play a big part in this podcast, man. I feel like my role is to to be level-headed, my role on the podcast is to be level-headed, to state my opinions. And I know when we first started off, I would say my opinions in a more funny, in a more immature way, When we first started off, when you go back and listen to them first episodes from 2018 to 2020, I was all about, the love doctor, man. I was all about, teaching you niggas how to get some pussy. You feel me? Teaching you niggas how to get some pussy, man. And that's still, I just want to say that's still the goal. I want to get back to that, teaching you niggas how to get some pussy through music, you know what I mean? The R&B, man, the love doctor, man. That's part of my job on the show, man. I bring that, I bring that R&B flavor, It's on me to keep an ear on what's good out here, R&B wise, It's on me to be the love doctor, give out good love advice, give out good relationship advice, And I feel like it can't be. I feel like it can't. I can't do it without my brothers, man. I appreciate them brothers so much, man, because the last couple years of my life, a lot has changed. I had a lot more responsibilities to take on, and them brothers really helped me, man. They really helped me, man. They held it down when I didn't think I could no more. And I appreciate them for letting me come back, yo. I appreciate them for giving me time off when I need, you know. I just want to do whatever it takes to help this podcast get to the next level. Whatever it takes, man. I want to do it, man. And I understand, man, I can't do it without my brothers, man. We all play a big role in this podcast. We all play a big role in it, man. I don't want to talk y'all head off, so I just want to keep it short. You know, this podcast has really been a blessing to my life, man. It's really changed my life, man. Yeah, man, it really keeps me going, man. I know if I don't make it through music, I'm going to make it through this podcast. If we don't make it through music, we going to make it through this podcast, yo. And the visuals are definitely on the way. I want to thank the fans for continuing to press and play on the audio. I thank y'all for y'all patience, man. I want to thank all the guests, every single guest that we ever had, whether I was there to interview you or not, or you only had an interview with DNA. I want to thank each and every last one of y'all for coming on the show, showing your support, you know. I want to thank everybody, man. Yeah, man, I just want to say, man, this podcast, man, we go continue to grow. As we grow as people, this podcast go continue to grow, man. I just want to, take this time, this 5-year anniversary, man. I just want to take this time to give a shout out and to give love to my 3 co-hosts, man. DNA, man, I appreciate you, bro. You know what I mean? I thank you for being patient with me, you know. I thank you for letting me take time off when I need. I thank you for even when you had this idea of doing a podcast. I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to even, you know, do this every week. Talk my shit every week, you know. I want to thank you, man. I want to thank you for never giving up on the show. I want to thank you for keeping it going. You deserve your flowers too, you know. You deserve your flowers too, and we gotta give them to you while you still here. We gotta give each other our flowers while we still here, man. You deserve it too, man. You stayed headstrong, you determined, and you know what I mean. You keep it going, man. Without you being determined and keeping this thing rolling, I don't think it would still be here, man. So I just want to thank you, yo. Thank you for your determination, and thank you for not giving up, man. I want to thank, man, the big homie John, man. I want to thank you for coming on, man. Coming on the show from the very first time your guest appeared to now you being you one of the main pieces on the show. I don't think the show will be the same without you on it, you know. You play such a big role, man. Your opinions are different from other people's opinions, man. And the debates and the arguments, the friendly arguments and the friendly debates that you bring to the show, man, is really needed, man. You really need it. I just wanna say that I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you for coming on, man. And I want to say thank you to Martin Madness, man. That's been my boy since day one. I ain't got nothing wrong. I ain't got nothing bad to say about any of my co-hosts, any of my brothers, man. I ain't got nothing bad to say about them, man. But I just want to take this time to thank all of them and thank Martin Madness, man. Ever since you came on the show, that first time you was a co-host. I mean, that first time you came on the show as a guest. It was just natural to you, man. It was meant, you know. you feed in when I go off the wall and mention things that don't matter about nothing. You take that leap with me. You take that silly leap with me, you know. When we get together, it's nothing but laughs, man. Me and you is like the comedy relief of the show. The off the wall comedy relief of the show, man. When we get together, man, it's all love. It's always been love, man. And yeah, man, I just want to say I love you guys, man. I want to say I love the listeners. I want to thank the listeners for sticking with us as long as we did. Continue to stick with us, because we only go get better. And only way to go is up right now, you know. Once we hit them visuals, I promise you, man, you don't want to miss out. Yeah, man. 5 years strong. Let's make a toast to the next 5 years. I ain't got no drink right now. I just got a Powerade, but let's make a toast to the next 5 years, man. Hopefully we won't be working no 9-to-5s no more. We'll be making money strictly off the pod and other things. And love, peace, and respect, y'all. Kuda Buggin.